We created a presentation based on one of the sample templates in PowerPoint, and it's this contemporary photo album. One of the things I mentioned in an earlier video is in the bottom left of your screen, in what is known as the status bar, there are 6 slides in this presentation. One of the ways to move between the slides is using the vertical scroll bar on the right hand side of your screen. The vertical scroll bar contains 2 buttons. One of the buttons has 2 down triangles, and this is used to move to the next slide. Each time I click this button, I move to slide 2, 3, 4, 5, and eventually the last slide, slide 6. The button above the next slide button is the previous slide button. Each time I click this, I go back through the previous slides until ultimately I'm back at slide 1. So those 2 buttons on your vertical scroll bar are one way that you can move between slides. The other way is to use the slides pane that resides on the left hand side of your screen. The slides pane shows you the various slides in your presentation, but just by clicking on a slide you can move to a slide. I can move to slide 2, slide 3, slide 4, just by clicking on the slides in my slides pane. The other thing you can do is view your presentation in a variety of ways. The view that we have in front of us is called normal view, and this is where the bulk of the work is done. But back on the status bar, which resides at the bottom of your screen, you actually have 4 buttons. You're in the first button, which when I rest on it is called normal. But sometimes we'll click the second button called slide sorter. The purpose of the slide sorter button is to enable you to see all the slides on one screen and sort your slides out, hence the name slide sorter. For example, I could drag slide 4 and drag it in front of slide 3. When I let go, slide 4 is now in front of slide 3. If I drag it back, I can rearrange the order of my slides. So slide sorter view is another view you can work with in PowerPoint. Coming back to the status bar, the third button in this collection of 4 buttons is called Reading View. Reading View enables you to read your presentation nice and clearly. And in the bottom of my screen I have 2 blue arrows. These arrows enable me to move to the next slide and the next slide and easily read my slides. If I want to get out of full screen reading, I'll hit the first of those 4 buttons and return to normal view.